All right, Tuesday, time for 5 great minutes in the deep dive with Jimmy Vaccaro, bookmaker for over 40 years. If you're ever in Las Vegas, stop in and see him at the beautiful South Point Resort and follow him on Twitter at Jimmy Vaccaro. I'm sure you were packed this weekend. The primetime great games were terrific. How was it there at the South Point?
As you just said, my friend, it was jam-packed, and obviously people can't get enough of the betting. And the betting has come to light where it's the next great thing that should be obviously okay through the 50 contiguous states, because it's just so much. It's just so much fun, and so much is going on, and people just love it. And we were jammed, and we even had some big play in the Army-Navy game, just with the one football game alone, and then smothered with the college basketball. It was a very well-attended weekend. A little tough booking them left to right from Saturday to Sunday, a little carryover there, but I can say everything went relatively well. And the biggest thing that we were getting a lot of play, Paulie, on the upcoming bowl games by people who weren't going to be here as the bowl games start to unfold this Saturday at Sam Boyd Stadium. So we're getting more and more of that people who are here and they're leaving and they won't be back for the bowl game. They're betting it. And we actually had one kangaroo jump in. Chris called me a little while ago. They bet $50,000 on Temple. I mean, where he come up with this, I don't really know. But you get some of those type of event players that just lay in the woods when something comes up and they like it. Obviously, they jump in. So he laid 13. He laid the price with everywhere in town. We're up to 14 on the game. But we'll get a lot of those people because, as I said, sports betting is coming out of the closet, my friend, left and right.
Another $100,000 money line parlay from the event bettor who comes to town once in a while, NFL?
Yeah, he got me. He wanted the buffet. So we gave him a buffet. I think that was pretty good worth the trade-off. But this I can't tell you. He's 4-0. The 4 weekends he's been coming in there, he's 4-0. He had to sweat his little behind off a little bit with this one. He had Cincinnati, which obviously against the Browns isn't even fair anymore. But he had the Detroit Lions, and he needed a comeback from Stafford late in the fourth quarter to obviously win it, and got a little bit of a break where there was 2 pass interferences that were, 2 big catches were nullified by holding, and they were taken back and didn't get a chance to play the rest of the game only because it was 4-0 after that. But he won, and I'm sure he'll be back, and there's no doubt about it that, these things are coming to the forefront. And one thing that's going to incite a lot more of these things, Paulie, and it even almost goes to the one game yesterday with Dallas losing. I was kind of happy with them losing because now they're just so much. Each time someone loses, they go from the first, they go to first to fifth, and they move around so quickly, and everything is so important that this draws much more attention. So I'm anxious to see the rest of the NFL season. The bowl games look terrific. Brett Musburger will be in town to do the Saturday game, which is an excellent game, Houston and San Diego State. So we're all geared up, my friend, and ready to go.
Yes. What was the best result and the worst result from the weekend?
The best result from us was actually the Cowboy game. Even though we obviously took money on the Giants late, but everything going to that point was all on Dallas from the previous 3 or 4 days. As we said, then, and the Thursday outcome was good too with the Oakland Raiders. So what we got there, it was a little bit of a mixed bag, like I said. But we got bailed out a little bit on the Brown game because for like the 5th week in a row, the Smarts kept taking the Browns, and the line actually went from 6.5 down to 4.5. And so we escaped a little bit, even though obviously the big money line parlay was hooked to that, and every teaser was hooked to that. We still got stung by the teasers and late money on the Packers, and they controlled the game. So like I said, we won a ham sandwich on Sunday and just traded money on Saturday.
I know you have your great line is professionals bet numbers and the public bets teams, but I mean, it's every week these guys get their lunch handed to them with the Browns and they keep firing.
That I don't understand, and I surely respect all the kids. I respect all the people whom I consider know more than I do when it comes to market value and seeing things evolve and seeing why they go up and down to some degree. But I have no understanding. But they've been the saver in the last 4 weeks where we're really getting carried away because everything that the general public does is against those teams, against the 49ers, against the Browns. So to see that, at least, it saved you a considerable amount of money because we were as low as 4.5 from 6.5. We still needed the Browns. only because of everything that was piled up on the parlays. But like you, my friend, sometimes you're better off by not trying to understand it. But I truly don't understand it, why they chase the Browns or chase the 49ers, and all they get back is a receipt.
Right. How much money are you giving away? Tell us about your bowl contest.
We have a jackpot parlay card bowl contest. We'll start on the 30th of December. The first game will be TCU in Georgia. We guarantee $25,000. No point spread. There's 15 bowl games. There's actually 14, and there'll be one total to make it 15. And it's just $5. No points. If there's three people, we chop up to $25,000. If there's one person, they get it all. But we will guarantee at least $25,000, and we're going to give that money away. The Alabama game, whomever they're playing, because I think they're going to get there.
Right. Excellent job, sir. We'll talk to you next week. Appreciate it. Hey, guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
So we're giving you picks every day, and you're probably making your own as well. Be sure to participate in SBR's weekly Twitter Bankroll Challenge. Just post your picks on Twitter with @SBRSportsPicks and the hashtag BetSBR before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be betting your picks, and if the bankroll is positive at the end of the week, you could win the profits. Picks must be of events taking place that day and available in at least one of the major sportsbooks shown in our Best Sportsbooks page.